Previously on RVing to Alaska, we give an update on all the happenings in and around our ultimate chop house build during the month of March 2022. If you happen to miss this video, you can click the link above to get all caught up, and be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video release each and every Sunday from here on out. Well, happy Sunday, everyone. Woo! Almost slipped. Today is March 20th, and I know it has been forever and a day since we picked up the camera. So I thought I'd pick it up today and say hi. First day of spring, and it is gorgeous. Yesterday we actually had our warmest day of the year. It was 46.6 degrees yesterday. So spring, it's in the air. In fact, these birch trees right here, they're budding out. I took a picture this morning and I can see little buds and little leaves. It's not even April yet. Mother Nature is a little confused. But with that, today we have spring fever, guys. And on the first day of spring, we are going to dig out the boat. This is going to be a big boating year for us. We're super excited. We hope we can get away from the build quite a bit this summer, because hopefully we'll be done. As you can see, we're moving right along, but yeah, there's a lot of snow on the boat, so let's go over there, check it out, and see what we got going on. I have to be very careful in walking because our driveway is a skating rink, but right over there, that's where we're going. Well, that's some snow.
Oh yeah, that's a little bit of snow. That's the season condensed into 2.5 feet. This side over here was up a little higher, so it's kind of gone down a little bit. So it was over top of the side rail here. It's above my knee.
Well, welcome aboard the Naughty Pleasure. This is our 30-foot, or she's actually about 32 feet from tip to tail, or bow to stern. But she's a 290 Adventure Hewescraft. And what we love about her is she is a pleasure boat as well as an ultimate fishing boat. So we can take her out for extended fishing trips or cruises and not worry about having to hit the boat ramp at the end of the day. We're really excited about having her. We only got her out a few times last year. The build was just too important to be around, and hopefully this year we can really get out and use her a lot. We have a lot planned, but yeah. You want to go on a tour? So we are inside the cabin here, and we are looking aft. Aft is back of the boat. And what we've got here on the starboard side is our galley. We do have a diesel stove here, which is also a heater that can keep us warm. It is propelled by diesel fuel. It keeps us nice and toasty on those cold spring days or late fall or even summer. Nice big size sink and a good size refrigerator. So again, this is the starboard side, and our helm seat is on the starboard side, as you can see here. All of Captain Gary's controls. We have a nice Garmin display unit. This is our radio. This is our heads-up display for all of our 2 engines, and just, you know, normal boat buttons. I'm not the best with my boat terminology, but I'm getting there. Over on the port side, this is our dinette. This also goes down into a bed, so we can have guests on board. And then over here is the first mate seat. This is my station, and of course we put Sophie in this basket. That's where she rides. But it's a nice air cushioned seat, so I have a nice ride in the bumps. And as you can tell, the bow, just pull back the curtains here. We've got a little bit of snow on the bow that we got to clear. And I'm just praying everything looks good down here in the berth. So we do have a head on board. And then down here, this is where Gary and I sleep. Also being used as storage in the off season for fishing nets. But that filler cushion goes in the middle there, and we have a nice V-berth sleeping area. Oh! Oh, that's the captain getting everything off the top of the boat here. We have a life dinghy up on top and our shore runner. We have a small engine, outboard engine that goes on that as well. And we can easily get it off of the roof by hand. It's pretty lightweight, but there you go. That's a tour of the Naughty Pleasure. It's not much to her, but she's a heck of a boat. We can't wait to use her in the future. On the evening of March 31st and early morning hours of April 1st, I was able to catch one of the most beautiful Aurora shows of the year with my GoPro. This was a special treat because within a few days the stars would disappear until fall due to our midnight sun. Just more proof that spring is around the corner.
Pleasure to welcome you here to Seattle, where the approximate local time is 8:03.
First week of April, Gary and I flew down to Spokane for a week to celebrate my 49th birthday with friends and family. First up was going to see my mom and going to dinner at one of our favorite restaurants where Gary surprised me with the most beautiful bouquet of flowers. Then, the following day, we made a surprise visit to our best friends, Jeff and Julie. We then spent the night on the town catching up and enjoying our time together. On our final day in town, we visited Gary's brothers, and then we went up to our friends April and Brad's farm, where I got to check in on some of my chickens I had to rehome when we moved north to Alaska. On our return back home, we weren't the only ones who had flown north. We spotted our very first sandhill crane of the season, and we can now declare spring is officially here. And in true fashion, with the snow almost gone and riding out of the question, Gary's snow machine finally showed up. Go figure. With the snow melting and the ground thawing, it was finally time to start working on the support piers for our 2 second-story decks.
We're getting a deck put in soon. Woohoo!
This pier system will ensure our decks will last for decades to come with our extreme weather and earth movements. 1, 2, 3. 3 big boys coming in. Right over our house. With Gary's workshop complete, another spring project we conquered was building wall shelving to hold and organize all our moving totes. I have to say, Gary's making good use of his tools, and I'm so proud of all of his hard work. As the month of April progressed, so did the house, with our appliance package starting to arrive and our laundry appliances installed. The electricians were busy hanging all of our light fixtures, chandeliers, and fans. And then the carpenters showed up and they started to lay out our wood floors. Mantles were built and our doors were hung with care. And oh, the plumber showed up, and we now have working toilets. A huge milestone, if you ask us. Gary just called, and there's a moose outside, so we're gonna go outside, take a picture. Kind of quietly. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. He's munching. Hi, buddy. Boy, they blend in.
Yeah.
Gary wasn't the only one deep into spring projects. I had some in the works as well. First, I worked on adding some weatherproof deck carpeting for the boat, as well as adding a customized foam mattress pad to our unusual shape of our V-berth bed. And then, with so much leftover lumber from the build, I built planter boxes for my first Alaskan garden. With the help of our neighbors and their tractor, we were able to source some soil at the local box store and fill them, and immediately ran out to a local greenhouse and got my first veggie starts. Oh, and look what showed up! My snow machine! It's only Mother's Day. Another project we got started on was something we did at our last house in Washington. It was to take a tree from the property and mill it into a fireplace mantle. This birch was harvested from our property during June of 2021 when we were clearing the land. And today, thanks to our neighbor Nick, we were able to mill it down for not only the mantelpiece, but slabs to make into other things around the house. Once we got it home, we ended up putting it into our mechanical room to dry, as we couldn't find a local kiln willing to take it for the drying process. I am happy to report it worked out great, and well, I'm still waiting for this project to be completed almost a year later. Maybe this video will nudge Gary to continue working on it so we have a finished product in our beautiful bedroom. Next time on RVing to Alaska, we head out to Prince William Sound for our maiden voyage of the 2022 season. So be sure to stay tuned for that upcoming adventure.
Pau Hana travels, whoa, yeah, Pau Hana travels, we're getting out on the road. Gary, Stacy, Spirit, and Sophie, we're taking our motorhome around the country, throughout North America.